Hey Warrior Project, I'm your physical health and wellness coach Antonio, and today I'm going to be taking you through week 1 of our mobility challenge. In the week 1 movements, we're going to do the hip flexor stretch, the quad stretch, the figure 4, pigeon stretch, forward fold, and the downward dog. So let's start with that hip flexor stretch. We're going to take a spot on the ground here. Find yourself a nice soft mat. When we get set up into the position for our hip flexor stretch, we want to make sure that our back is straight. We have one knee down on the ground. Okay. Our shoulders are back is straight. Our front foot, okay, we're going to have our knee just above our heel. Okay. Now, knee above the heel and the ankle, shoulders up, back is straight. And now we are going to push forward. As I push forward, feeling a nice deep stretch through our hip flexors. Breathe, relax, bring it back, and again, push forward. Notice how the knee is not going in front of the toes. And also my focus is the stretch right here, okay? The hip flexors. And then repeat on the opposite side. Foot is out on my back leg, knee is down on the ground. Back straight, shoulders back, knee right above my heel, my ankle. I'm going to place my hands on my thigh, and now I'm going to push forward. As I push forward, I'm still keeping my back straight and my head up. Back to the starting position and repeat. Excellent job. Next exercise is going to be our quad stretch. For the quad stretch, you can do this simply by standing, bringing one leg back, grabbing your foot, standing nice and tall, holding that position, and then repeating on the other side. When you do this stretch, you want to make sure that your knee is pointing down on the leg that you are stretching. And of course, if you need to hold on to something like a chair, please feel free to do so. The next exercise we're going to do is going to be the figure 4. The figure 4, no, not like you did in wrestling. This one is a little bit different. So we can do this in multiple ways. We can start by sitting down on a chair. Again, notice back straight, head is up. I'm going to cross my ankle over my opposite knee. And here I'm going to simply lean forward. Back up to the starting position and switch legs. The other version of this is you can bring it down on the ground. As I lay on the ground, same thing, I'm going to take my right ankle, cross it over onto my left thigh. I'm going to take my right hand, bring it through that space in between my legs and pull. Clasping my fingers together behind my thigh, not behind the back of my knee as I pull in. And again, you'll switch sides. I'll give you a different view. So I'm laying down. I'm going to cross my left ankle over my right thigh. I'm going to take my right hand, put it through that space. Oops, sorry, my left hand, put it through that space and lift. Clasp my fingers together and pull back. The next movement we're going to do is the pigeon stretch. For the pigeon stretch, We can start down in a quadruped position. From here, I'm going to lift up like I'm going to do a plank, and I'm going to pull one leg forward and extend the opposite leg back. You can either do this with your hands up, or elbows down, or extend your arms out. And then switch to the other leg. I'll face you. Bringing that leg forward, putting across my body, extending my opposite leg back, trying to keep my hips square with the floor, and I can either keep my hands on the ground, arms extended, or bring my elbows down and even extend all the way out. I'll just show you one other time. The next exercise that we are going to do is going to be the forward fold. The forward fold, we can do this from a standing position. Bring your arms straight up. Come down, back stays straight. As I fold forward. Again, emphasis on back staying straight during this movement. Arms come up, folding forward, back stays straight. And of course, from a seated position, back straight, arms up, and reach forward. Again, we're just folding forward at the hips, keeping your back straight. We're not rounding the back here. The final stretch we're going to do is going to be the downward dog. For the downward dog position, again, we can start in a high plank position here. Hands are going to be underneath the chest and shoulders. From here, you're going to push your heels back down to the ground. Ears are between your upper arms. Back to the starting position. Just from a different angle. High plank position. Hands are beneath my chest and shoulders, pushing my heels down to the ground, keeping my legs straight and my arms straight, ears between my upper arms. So again, that is the hip flexor stretch, the quad stretch, figure 4, pigeon stretch, forward fold, and downward dog. Welcome to week 1 of your mobility challenge.